My name is Olivia Bennett, and I'm 34 years old. I've always been the dependable one in my family. The one who shows up early, stays late, and quietly fixes what everyone else breaks without asking for credit. I work as a logistics coordinator. It's not a glamorous job, but it taught me how to manage chaos, track details, and keep things running smoothly when everything starts falling apart. Growing up, my younger sister lived in the spotlight. She was always praised, always admired, always seen as the perfect one. I was the background support, the helper, the one they called when something went wrong. I wasn't rich or flashy, but I had something they overlooked. I paid attention. I remembered everything, especially how people treated me. When she asked me to help plan her wedding, I said yes without hesitation. I handled vendors, timelines, bookings, everything. She told me she trusted me the most. I ignored her tone when she introduced me as just helping out. I told myself this would bring us closer. I really believed that. I had no idea I was being quietly pushed out, step by step, until there would be no place left for me at all. If you've ever been the one doing everything while getting nothing back, hit subscribe. I know that feeling too well. Tell me in the comments if you've ever been taken for granted by your own family. Let's talk about it together. And don't forget to click hype if you've ever been underestimated like I was. The airport was loud that morning. Rolling suitcases, flight announcements, people rushing everywhere. Stood with my family at check-in, holding my passport and printed ticket, expecting everything to go smoothly. I had organized the entire trip myself. Flights, hotel rooms, transport, every detail. Then my sister suddenly frowned at the screen and shook her head. "Your ticket isn't confirmed," she said flatly. I blinked. "That's not possible," I replied, pulling up my email. I showed her the confirmation, the receipt, everything. She barely looked. "You probably messed something up," she said louder this time. A few people nearby turned to look. My aunt crossed her arms. "You had one job, Olivia." "One." My chest tightened. "I didn't mess anything up," I said, trying to stay calm. My brother scoffed. "This is why we didn't want you handling important things." The words hit harder than I expected. I felt heat rise in my face. My sister grabbed her suitcase. "We don't have time for this. You're not needed anymore." What? She didn't even look at me. "Find your own way." Then they walked off. Just like that. I stood there with my luggage, watching them disappear toward security. My phone buzzed. Then again. Then again. I opened it and felt my stomach drop. Flight canceled. Hotel reservation removed. Transport booking gone. Every single thing tied to me had been erased. This wasn't a mistake. Someone had done this on purpose. I was still staring at my screen when two airport security officers approached me. One of them spoke calmly. "Ma'am, we need to confirm your identity regarding a report filed under your name." That moment changed everything. At first, I tried to explain. I told them there must be some mistake. But then they mentioned the report. Fraudulent bookings. My name attached to it. My heart sank. I stepped aside with them and answered every question carefully. Meanwhile, my phone kept buzzing. I checked it after they left. The family group chat was exploding. "You embarrassed us. Don't even try showing up. This is your fault." I stared at the messages, my hands shaking. Then I saw something worse. My sister had posted online a long message about how her wedding plans were ruined because of me. People were already commenting, sending her sympathy, calling me irresponsible. I felt sick. This wasn't just family drama anymore. This could ruin my career. I worked with vendors. My reputation mattered. Then my phone rang. It was one of the vendors. His voice sounded confused. "Olivia, did you request cancellation on the contract?" I froze. "No," I said slowly. "I didn't." There was a pause. "Because someone called using your name." That's when it clicked. This wasn't random. Someone was setting me up. I stopped typing in the group chat. I stopped trying to defend myself. Instead, I started thinking, observing, connecting everything. I whispered under my breath. "You really thought I'd just disappear quietly?" My breathing slowed. My mind cleared. I wasn't going to chase them. I wasn't going to beg for a seat at that wedding. I was going to find the truth. And once I did, I would make sure it couldn't be ignored. Sitting alone at the airport cafe, I replayed everything in my head. Every call, every booking, every message. My job had trained me well. I track everything. I save confirmations. I keep logs. And one thing about me is simple. I never delete anything. They didn't know that. I opened my laptop and accessed my backups. Emails, call records, timestamps. It was all there. I started reviewing the cancellation requests. Something felt off. The timing didn't match. The tone didn't match. Then I listened to one of the recorded calls. My stomach tightened. That voice. It sounded like me at first. But it wasn't. The rhythm was wrong. The pauses were wrong. Then I noticed something else. A second voice in the background. Faint but clear enough. Someone who should not have been there. I leaned back slowly. I had a plan they never saw coming. I whispered. A quiet confidence settled in my chest. They thought I was just the helper. The one who followed orders. But I was the one holding everything together. And now I had the proof to show exactly what they had done. I called someone I trusted. My former manager. He had years of experience in logistics and fraud detection. We met later that day. I showed him everything. He listened carefully, then nodded. "This isn't a mistake," he said. "This is deliberate and sloppy." I felt a strange sense of relief hearing that. I wasn't imagining things. He helped me analyze the recordings. "These are altered," he said. "Voice manipulation. But not perfect." We built a timeline together. Every booking. Every cancellation. Every call. Meanwhile, my family kept posting updates online. Smiling photos. Happy captions. Like nothing had happened. My sister even joked in one post. "At least nothing else can go wrong now." I stared at that line for a long time. Then I received a message from her. "Stay away. You've done enough damage." I smiled for the first time that day. Not out of joy. Out of clarity. She really believed I was finished. My manager looked at me. "What do you want to do?" I closed my laptop slowly. "I'm not staying away," I said. "I'm showing up." The venue was bright and decorated when I arrived. Music played softly. Guests were seated, watching the ceremony. I stayed near the back unnoticed. I didn't interrupt. Not yet. I waited. I listened to the vows. The applause. The laughter. Then the reception began. Speeches started. That was my moment. I walked forward calmly and took the microphone. Conversations faded. Heads turned. My sister's smile dropped instantly. I looked at the room. "I was told I ruined this wedding," I said clearly. "So let's talk about what really happened." The room went silent. I connected my device and played the recordings. Her voice filled the room. Clear. Undeniable. Pretending to be me. Canceling bookings. Blaming me. Gasps spread through the crowd. My manager stepped forward and confirmed everything. I continued, steady and cold. A false report was also filed under my name. I paused, then looked directly at her. And I know who initiated it. She rushed forward. "Turn that off. This isn't the time." I met her eyes. "You picked the time when you left me at the airport." The room shifted. People started whispering. Questions were raised. Doubt spread quickly. I stepped back from the microphone. I had said enough. I turned and walked away while the chaos grew behind me. It didn't take long after that. With the evidence I had, I cleared my name with the authorities. Every claim against me fell apart. Vendors reached out to apologize. They trusted me again. My phone kept ringing with messages from family members. Some tried to explain. Some tried to apologize. I didn't answer. I had spent years being the reliable one, the easy one to overlook. But I wasn't weak. I never was. I just didn't speak up before. Now I had. And I wasn't going back. I finally understood something important. Being dependable doesn't mean being invisible. And being quiet doesn't mean being powerless. They left me behind thinking I'd disappear. But all they did was give me space to finally stand on my own. If your family ever blamed you for something you didn't do, you know how painful that feels. Have you ever been falsely accused or set up like this? Share your story in the comments. I'm listening. Subscribe to join a community that believes in truth. Click hype to help this story reach others who need it. Your story has power. If you felt a connection to mine, please subscribe and share your journey in the comments. Every hype you give this video helps empower someone else. Thank you for being here and for listening.